Greetings and welcome, my Jedi Knights and loyal members of the Resistance. I'm Ken O'Connor, aka King01, and this is my spoiler-filled review/reaction to Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Alright, now let me start with saying this is indeed a spoiler review. I'm going to talk about everything, so if you've not seen the movie, please click away from the video right now. Until then, I'm just going to dance a little bit. Alright, everyone gone? Alright. Just in case you didn't think I was being serious, I'm about to spoil the entire movie. So if you don't want to watch this, do not watch it. Let me start first with the good. I loved the movie. I could not stop smiling the entire time. From the minute the opening, the big smile on my face as the text crawled up the screen. Couldn't stop smiling. Just every little thing, every little even like the little references, like, oh, that's another reference to a Star Wars movie. It made me smile and laugh. And like, there's one line where it's like, oh, isn't this the Millennium Falcon that did the run in 14 parsecs? It's like 12 parsecs, 14 parsecs. Like even little things like that. It was a very good movie. It was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. There was a lot of moments where it was like a lot of jokey moments, which I don't remember a lot of jokes in the original trilogy or even the prequel trilogy. Like I remember Jar Jar being funny and whatnot, but like this was like it was like humor that you expect in like, I don't know, like more modern movies. It was interesting though. It was cool too because you could tell J.J. Abrams really did the whole practical effect thing. The style, like you could see, like there was CG at parts, but most of it was practical, and the practical effects did look really good. And even the way that it was filmed, like yes, there was J.J. Abrams lens flares in the movie, but it looked really good. It looked like Star Wars. It didn't look too high tech. It looked just high tech enough. The right amount of time had passed between the movies. I think it synced up well for me. Our new characters, Rey. Love her. Didn't realize she would have a full-on British accent, but she's a badass chick. Going into the movie, I expected her to be the daughter of Han Solo and Leia, and even though in this movie we don't get that confirmed, I feel like it's a definite. She's able to drive the Millennium Falcon without a problem. She has Force powers, and she just overall was badass as hell. Like I loved her. She has like this weird like not a spear thing, but it's a staff basically of junk she collects on the planet Jakku. And I was waiting for her at any moment to like put two lightsabers on each end and use like a dual wield like staff lightsaber thing like the Star Wars kid himself. But that never happened. But they do confirm in the movie that Rey is force sensitive. She's able to do the whole Jedi mind trick, the untie me and leave the door open kind of thing. It takes her a while, but she gets that. She's able to use the Force to bring her lightsaber to her, which is actually the lightsaber of Luke Skywalker, which is also the lightsaber of Anakin Skywalker. One of the again, like I'm going really spoilery here, so if you don't want to listen to this, please leave now. One of the reveals earlier on is that they come across Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, and he abandoned it when he disappeared. The opening crawl says that Luke Skywalker has gone missing. He's been missing for quite some time. No one knows what happened to him, and the entire movie is basically the quest to find Luke Skywalker. So you find his lightsaber, and at first, Finn, who I'll talk about in a second, Finn is able to use the lightsaber. I don't know if you have to be Force sensitive to use the lightsaber, because there's a line where they mention that the Force flows through all of us. So technically, does that mean anyone can be a Jedi? Or anyone can use the Force? I don't know. But he's able to use the lightsaber, and he's able to wield it a little bit. So he can use it. But then at the end, during one of the final fights, Rey's able to put her hand out and summon the lightsaber to her hand. And you can tell she's definitely using Force abilities throughout like the movie. Really just, she was, I like, say what you want, like, oh, it's a female protagonist. I loved her. She was absolutely kick-ass and amazing. So big Rey fan. The next character I want to talk about is Finn. Well, that's what they call him anyway. Finn going to the movie, I didn't know where he fit in. Like, to me, he was just a normal, like, oh, it's a stormtrooper, he's a black guy, there's gonna be jokes about that, and yada yada. Oh, he's gonna be Lando's son, because Lando's the only black guy in the universe, all that dumb stuff. Finn was kind of hit and miss with me. His entire premise is that He is a clone, technically. He's not one of the original clone troopers based off of Jango Fett, but he was cloned and designed to be a really good warrior. But early in the movie, he doesn't want to attack the people that he's told to attack. He's disobeying orders. He's getting sick. He's taking off his helmet when he's not supposed to. And basically, he does not want to be a New Order clone trooper. Or whatever you want to call him. Clone trooper, stormtrooper. It's all the same thing nowadays. He does not want to be part of the New Order. And, he rubbed me the wrong way. Like, right away, he has an attraction to Rey. Like, he's all, like, goo-goo eyes for her. He helps break out Poe in the opening sequence, and like he's like, "Yeah, let's break him out. Come on, we're getting out of here." And like when they're firing, he's all, "Whoa, we did it!" And, like he's like cheering and celebrating early. And like I don't want to say that he was a bad actor because I think that was how he's supposed to be. Like it was like he was a brand new child seeing the world for the first time. That's the way I describe him. And like he's like, "Yeah, I'm part of the Resistance." Like he's lying to get Rey to like him. He takes Poe's jacket. Like, I'm not going back to the New Order. I want to be part of the Resistance. He's like so like gung ho about things. I'm just like, okay, buddy. He didn't fit into me. Every character seemed to fit in. Well, almost every character, except Finn. Like I enjoyed him. Like he was still good. Like he had some really good moments with BB-8 when he's talking to BB-8 and like, BB-8, cover for me, and BB-8's like flipping him off with like a lighter. Like that was hilarious. Like he had some good moments like that, but overall, he didn't really do much for me. He kept calling Han Solo like, "Yo, Solo." Like, did you just call me Solo? And like stuff like that. Like I don't know. Finn at the end, like I said, Finn gets the lightsaber throughout the movie. He's able to use it like twice, and he does a really brutal kill where he goes right through someone's heart. Kills a stormtrooper, and like he fights Kylo Ren at one point. Kylo knocks him out. They don't show the amount of damage Kylo does to Finn at the end, but it looks like Finn may be dead or comatose. His fate's left very ambiguous at the end of the movie. But yeah, that was Finn. Again, if he doesn't come back, I wouldn't mind. I just want to see he didn't gel with me. He was the one character who kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. Like, you don't feel part of this universe at all. Next was Poe. Love Poe. He didn't get that much screen time. He's in the beginning and in the end a lot. Top-notch flyer, really funny guy, suave as all hell. Was able to resist torture until literally the information got dragged out of his mind. He was disappearing through most of the middle act, but he comes back at the end for the trench run, and Poe's perfect. There's not much I can say about him because they didn't do enough character development on him, but Poe was excellent. Returning cast before I'm trying to do all the positives before I get into the real negatives. Returning cast: Han Solo, amazing. Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia, amazing. C-3PO shows back up, fantastic. Admiral Akbar came back. Out of all people, Admiral Akbar came back. He didn't say it's a trap, but he was there. Chewie was great. Not much I can say about Chewie. Again, like I feel like they jammed so many new characters and old characters into this movie. It was like everyone was fighting to like get their like placement in the universe a little bit, but it was still enjoyable. To get into a bit of the negatives now, let's talk about our bad guy, Mr. Kylo Ren. Okay, before the movie, I was so hyped about Kylo. He was, like, he looks cool, his lightsaber looked cool to me, everything about him seemed amazing. I was excited to see what they were going to do with him. The first half of the movie, he is badass. He kills an entire village. He used the Force to stop a beam from Poe's gun from firing, held it in midair, and then when he finally let go of it, like, it flew across. He had like the voice, like not like the Darth Vader voice, but he had like a voice modulator thing going. He was really cool, very evil looking. But then he took off his mask. Oh boy. All right, so again, big spoilers. Very early, like I'm surprised how early they revealed this, but early on in the movie, it's revealed that Kylo Ren's real name is Ben Solo. Kylo Ren is the son of Leia and Han Solo. It's cool. I like that. I did not see that come whatsoever. Again, I'm still convinced. My current theory is Rey is the twin sister to Kylo. I'll talk about Kylo in a second, but so he takes off his mask. We see his face, and he's just a normal looking guy, but he's like a little like whiny little teenager. Like, say what you want about Anakin in the original trilogy, Kylo Ren is more whiny than Anakin ever was. He's like in his room, like talking to the mask of Darth Vader, like, please, grandfather, I want to be evil like you, but there's still lightness inside me. Help me purge the lightness. How do I do it? And like every time someone gives him bad news, he doesn't kill anyone. He just takes his lightsaber and starts slashing up his computer. He has like little temper tantrums, and like he wasn't threatening anymore. As soon as he takes off the mask and we hear like him like whining and complaining, like he was just such like a character. Like Darth Vader. First when we see Darth Vader, menacing as all hell. He's menacing to the very, very end. This guy just felt way too whiny and not like he's not a Sith Lord. He is a Sith in training, a wannabe Sith, if you will. He's being trained by a Supreme Leader Smoke. I think that's his name. He's being trained by Supreme Leader Smoke, and his training is not complete. He's still trying to prove himself. He's trying to vanquish the light in his heart. And towards the end of the movie, the way he thinks he has to vanish the light is by killing his father. There's this big climactic moment where Han Solo confronts Kylo, because the entire time Leia and Han are talking like, we lost our son. He's still good. There is still good in him. We can still save him. Like we didn't fail him completely. We can get him back. And Han goes up to Kylo, says, take off the mask. Let me talk to my son. And he's like, your son is dead. I got rid of him. He's still with darkness now. And I'm like, oh my God, shut up. You're ruining your character. And he's like, Father, will you help me with something? And Han says, yes, of course. And what does Kylo do? Lightsaber through Han Solo's chest. Han Solo plummets to his death into this reactor, and he's gone. Really? I mean, I had a feeling going in they were going to kill off one of the main cast. I didn't expect it to be Han. I thought if anything it would be Leia, maybe Chewbacca. Not Han Solo. And then as soon as Kylo does that, like, it's like, okay, is that what he needed to become the big evil we need to know? No, he's still whiny after that. He goes chasing after Finn and Rey. He gets in a fight with Finn first, and he's smacking his side where he got shot by Chewbacca earlier, like, arr, arr. Like he's trying to like psych himself up to be evil and be bad, and it's like not working. He tried using the Force against Rey earlier, and Rey pushed the Force back against him, like, it's not gonna work against me. He fights Finn, and like he beats Finn, but Finn still got a couple good like jabs on him, and then he fights Rey at the end, and Rey slices him up something fierce, cuts his arm, cuts his leg, does a big like lightsaber slash across his face. He didn't do anything. He kind of just like I don't know. He kind of he didn't live up to my expectations. And that's my first negative for the movie. Kylo Ren in general. First half of the movie, he was fantastic. As soon as he took off the mask, I'm like, I don't care anymore. You're Kylo Ren. You're being a whiny little brat. Yes, you're the teen. Like again, like I'm betting he's like supposed to be like 18, 19, 20, 21, so somewhere in that region. And again, he's the son of Han Solo and Leia. So because of Leia's side of the family, he's very Force sensitive. He refers to Vader as his grandfather. He keeps talking about how like he wants to live up to Vader and like finish what he started. It's like, why? We're led to believe that Supreme Leader Smoke did something to him, like brainwashed him and convinced him to join the dark side. But it's like, you're just a whiny little kid. You're not a Sith Lord by any means. You're no Darth Vader. And that's how we really leave him off. At the end, Supreme Leader Smoke says, go collect Kylo Ren. We need to complete his training. And I'm like, okay, let's hope he's better in the next one. That's all I can say about him. More negatives. The movie is way too self-referential to the first movie. Like, I appreciate all the callbacks. There's a scene where in the beginning they're running, Finn and Rey are running off Jakku, and they're going to the spaceship. Like, come on, let's go to this spaceship. And Finn's like, what about that one? And Rey's like, oh, that's a piece of junk. You don't even see it's off screen. And the ship they're running to blows up, and she's like, okay, we'll take the piece of junk. And you turn, it's the Millennium Falcon. And it's like, oh my god, that's amazing. But then, like, just line after line after line after line, it kept, like, this movie is basically, okay, let me take a step back here. First movie, Leia gives the plans to the Death Star to R2-D2. This movie, Poe gives the map to Luke to BB-8. This movie, first movie, there's a trench run to blow up the Death Star. This movie, there's a trench run to blow up the Death Star. The Death Star, it blows up some planets in both movies. It's like the same scene. Like they're all standing around the table, like looking at the Death Star hologram. It's like okay, we'll go here. We'll make the Red Squadron standing by. Like it's a lot of the same beats. There's basically a cantina scene. They go to this planet where they meet this, I forget the name of the woman, but she's like an alien who knows how to like help them and whatnot. And it was the cantina. It was basically the cantina. Again, I don't want to call this movie a shot-for-shot remake of A New Hope, but it hit the exact same beats over and over again. Like I'm sure if you put both movies on back like next to each other, you could like see like, oh, here's this scene just done in a different order, done a little bit differently here and there. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm too big of a Star Wars fan where I saw all of that. Like if I'm a little kid seeing this as my first Star Wars movie, this is a blast. This is a fun adventure, but it reminded me too much of the adventure from A New Hope, which again it's a good callback to previous Star Wars fans. I'm sure everyone will enjoy it, but at points it felt a little bit just too much like the original movie. Which again, J.J. Abrams is inspired by it, so it is what it is. Here's a negative, positive thing. Luke isn't in the movie really. He's in the very final scene, which I'm glad he's in. But like all this hype, like oh we have the original cast back. Like Han Solo, he's in a big chunk of the movie. Leia comes in about halfway through with C-3PO and R2-D2 a little bit, and then Luke is the very very final scene, and he has secluded himself away on an island in a planet full of water, and he's just chilling up on this mountaintop with all these like little rock houses. And Rey finds him, and he turns around, removes his hood. He's got a big beard, and his hair's all wild. It's Mark Hamill for sure, and he looks like Ben Kenobi from the first movie. Like it was so cool seeing him. Just we didn't see him until the very last second of the movie. Like, we saw tons of Chewbacca and Han, though. If you're a big Chewie and Han fan, they are in this movie in spades. Until, Han gets killed and dies. Spoilers. So back to Kylo and all that stuff. So I'm convinced that Rey is the daughter of Han Solo. Throughout the movie, Rey's able to fly the Millennium Falcon. She's Force sensitive, just like Kylo is. She shows a lot of Han Solo qualities in her, and it's revealed that Rey was abandoned on Jakku when she was a little girl. And then throughout other flashbacks, we see what happened with Luke and the New Order. So apparently, Luke did try starting a new order of Jedi after the events of Episode 6. And when he created this new Jedi, these new Jedis, basically a big pack of younglings, Kylo, Ben Solo, was one of his trainees. And at one point, he snaps and gets a bunch of his guys together, goes to the dark side, and kills all the younglings. He basically pulled an Anakin Skywalker, which I guess is that what they're trying to show? Oh, he's trying to live in Vader's footsteps, and what was Vader's final act? Killed a bunch of kids. Kylo Ren killed a bunch of kids. And then Luke felt personally responsible for that, so Luke put himself in exile for God knows how long. They lose him. They don't see him in years. They separate. They're not together in the movie. When they see each other, you're given the impression they haven't seen each other in years since Kylo joined the dark side. So they're not together by any means. But they do have a good heart-to-heart moment. But my theory is that Kylo Ren isn't their only son. I believe that Han and Leia had twins, kind of like Luke and Leia. I believe that the twins are Ben Solo and Rey Solo. when Ben Solo showed Force powers and joined the dark side, what do they do with little Rey? They sent her to Jakku so Kylo doesn't find her or is able to track her. Because throughout the movie, every time they mention like, oh, BB-8 was with a girl, Kylo would like, what girl? And like get all like mad and angry. And he was like, I know you have Force power. Like he seemed to know something that we didn't, and she didn't know either. And like there's one moment where Rey touches Luke's lightsaber, and she sees a flashback of like when the fall of the new Jedi fell. Like you see the Knights of Ren when they killed all the kids. Like you see all these things. Okay, she's clearly connected to the Force, and everyone sees it. She touched Luke's lightsaber, so is she Luke's daughter? But she can fly the Millennium Falcon. Like, it doesn't quite match up. And they don't reveal that. I thought going in, like, the identity of Rey was going to be, like, the guarantee. And instead they give us Kylo Ren's identity, like, right away. It's like, I did not see that coming whatsoever. It's a good twist. If you know the extended universe, you know, like, the Solo twins. And it's kind of like that. But, yeah. So I'm going on for a little bit here. But, overall, the movie made me happy. I didn't know what to expect about a Star Wars movie going in. I don't think anyone really knows what they're expecting going to this movie. But I left pretty satisfied. I smiled the entire time. I liked the jokes. I liked the callbacks. I liked the new characters for the most part. BB-8 won my heart. I knew going in I was going to love BB-8. I love BB-8 more and more. Little things like he has little cables that shoot out of his body. So when he's like the Millennium Falcon's flying around, he spits out 4 cables and like stabilizes himself. He's like, he can go up and down the stairs. He can get like pulled up by his head into like the cockpit of the X fighters and the TIE fighter stuff. Like BB-8 stole the show. BB-8 is the best thing to come out of the movie in my opinion. And another big thing, I don't know if this is a complaint, but kind of like just something that I observed. The movie basically sets you up for the next movie. It does not end with a satisfying ending. Yes, they blow up the big Death Star at the end. Yes, the fight between Kylo and Rey kind of ends. No one really like dies except Han, of course. But like at the end of the movie, it's clearly like, okay, get ready for part 2, where the original Star Wars felt more like a complete story. Like, they blow up the Death Star, Darth Vader flies off to who knows where, the day is won, there's a big award ceremony, it feels like a complete movie. Where this was basically like, okay, here's Luke Skywalker, see you in 2 years for episode 8. Which, like, it's good, but it didn't feel like a complete ending. The movie was 2 hours and 13 minutes. I feel like they could have gotten easily 2.5 hours. Just wrap up that ending a little bit more. Again, they crammed so much stuff in this movie. Like, even characters they really like focused on, like Captain Phasma, Gwendolyn Christie, who plays her. She's in like 2 scenes. She gets no character development whatsoever. I'm sure they're setting her up to come back in like the next movies, but like she has no character development at all. Poe is in the very beginning, very end. Kylo, he gets a lot of screen time, but he's just whining and complaining. Rey really is the main star. Like, Rey is our new heroine throughout the entire thing. But again, introducing all the old characters with the new characters, trying to get the story going. Like, God bless J.J. Abrams. This is not an easy task to do, to reboot the Star Wars franchise the way he did. I think he did a good job, but like the movie could have been 3 hours, and I think it would have done better with more time. I want to say it was rushed, but at some points it felt a tiny bit like they needed a little bit more time to make it complete. But again, I'm saying all these negative things, but I enjoyed the movie. I'm probably gonna see it like another 2 or 3 times, just so I can soak it in more. Like the entire time watching it with such like a like I'm trying to figure out the mysteries the entire time. Like, okay, what's this? What's that? Who's this guy? Why was that? Like, oh, she's flying the Millennium Falcon. Like, I was like trying to figure things out the entire time, but I still enjoyed the movie a lot. I really did. It's a fun movie. The Star Wars franchise, it's fun to be back. Again, I just feel like this is the start of a trilogy. This is the very first movie. I think the next movie, if they continue what they did and just tweak a couple little things, it's gonna be beautiful. J.J. Abrams isn't directing the next movie, but yeah, like a little tweaking. And like again, like even things like the Death Star, like they show, oh, this is the original Death Star, and then in this one, it's not really a Death Star, it's a giant planet with like a big Death Star belt around it, and the belt has the laser on it that it absorbs the power of the nearby sun and can destroy 5 planets at once instead of 1. It's like a super giant planet Death Star. That's no moon, that's a planet. Again, like, okay, it's a Death Star. That was the big bad in the first movie and the third movie. So doing it again, but it was still unique. They did a little twist on it, but again, like it's so similar, but then at the same time not so similar. I don't know. I've been rambling now for probably like about half an hour now. Final consensus: it's a good movie. Is it the best movie? No. Was I let down? Not really. It's a Star Wars movie. It's what you expect. I think a lot of people are gonna build their hopes up way too much, and then like that's it. That it's just like the first movie. I'm gonna see that a lot, but overall, I enjoyed the experience. Love the new characters. The jokes were, even though a little like maybe not fitting in the Star Wars universe, I still got a good chuckle out of them. The death of Han Solo is gonna be very controversial. That's gonna upset a lot of people. But Harrison Ford, as your final performance for Han Solo, that was perfect. I wouldn't even be surprised if they brought him back as like a Force Ghost in the future. Like there was no Force Ghost in the movie, but like I feel like they might do that. Like Luke can like tap in, talk to Han or something like that. I'm still convinced that Rey is the daughter of Han and Leia. But yeah, again, like I just saw the movie. I got back like literally I got back half an hour ago. I sat down and I started recording this, so all my thoughts are still very, very fresh. But the lightsabers look cool. The space scenes look cool. The costume designs are awesome. The stormtrooper, the brutality, the opening scene where they murder an entire village. It set the tone like this is gonna be a dark, dark, dark Star Wars movie. Yeah, like just it did a lot good. Just a lot of little things that need a little tweaking, but it was so good. It was so good. The music was on point. The opening crawl was perfect. John Williams' theme, amazing. BB-8, perfect. C-3PO came back. He was great too. Anthony Daniels. R2-D2 is back at the very end. He's R2-D2. What do you want from him? Yeah, that's about it. Go see the movie. Don't let my here's the thing. If you've sat this entire thing now listening to me, and you haven't seen the movie, shame on you. I told you not to do that. Yeah. If you've seen the movie, please, 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 in the comments down below, let me know what you think. What'd you like? What'd you dislike? Do you agree with my statements? What are your theories? I want to talk to you guys. I want to know what you thought. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I really want to discuss this with you guys. I want to know what everyone thinks. Especially if this is your first, I doubt people watching this will be their first Star Wars movie, but those who did see this as their first Star Wars movie, what'd you think? Like, were you satisfied with this adventure? I feel like if I had not seen any Star Wars up to this point, I would have loved this movie, no questions asked. But sitting there, it's like, okay, I'm getting hit with lots of nostalgia, which is good, but I'm getting hit with a lot more deja vu too, which is, nostalgia is good, makes me like miss the old things. Deja vu is like, this is the same thing again. Which there's a lot of that in this movie, but they twist it. Everything's done a little bit differently here and there. But yeah, I can go on and on, but I'm gonna cut it off here. Go see this movie if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, let me know what you think down below. And yeah, until next time, guys, may the Force be with you.